Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's I back again with Critical Failure. So now, after doing a small, just one short video break for Morning and Summerfoes, we're back at it again, and we're continuing with the Eladrin. We're on the Spring Eladrin now. It's going in alphabetical order. So, the Spring Eladrin, let me read directly from Morning and Summerfoes. Their hearts filled with joy, Spring Eladrin cavort through their sylvan realms. Their songs and laughter filling the air. These playful Eladrin beguile other creatures to fill them with joy of spring. Their antics can lead... Okay, sorry, dyslexia moment. Can lead other creatures to settle disputes, to ensure the peace continues to reign. Yeah, that was like a very difficult thing to read for to me all of a sudden. So basically, these guys will purposely go out of their way to make sure that there's no disputes near them, that they'd rather conjure up the ability to make other creatures around them be so happy that they don't want to fight. That's actually really cool. Now, let's get straight into the stats. The Spring Eladrin is a medium fae. Obviously, it's an elf. Chaotic neutral. Natural armor of 19. HP count of 127. 17d8 plus 51. And a speed of 30 feet. It's a strength of 14 plus 2. Dexterity of 16 plus 3. Constitution of 16 plus 3. Intelligence of 18 plus 4. Wisdom of 11 plus 0. And Charisma of 18 plus 4. Now, it has Deception of plus 8 and Persuasion of plus 8, so that means it's a plus 4 for the proficiency bonus. I'll try to figure that out every video I can. Damage resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. Senses of dark vision up to 60 feet, passive perception of 10. Speaks Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, and it's a challenge rating of 10, 5,900 XP. It has Phase Step, which I believe all these do. One of my options was, I'll get into the options later, but the Phase Step, recharge die roll on 6 is 4 through 6, so 4, 5, and 6, it'll recharge. As a bonus action, the Eladrin can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space it can see. Innate spell casting, Charisma is a spell casting ability. Spell save DC is 16. It can cast these spells without any components. At will, Charm Person, Tasha's Hideous After, 3 times a day. Confusion, Enthrall, and Suggestion. And once a day, Hallucinatory Terrain. Hallucinatory, my bad, Terrain. And Otto's Irresistible Dance. Joyful Presence. And any non-Eladrin creature that starts its turn within 60 feet of the Eladrin must make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature will become charmed for 1 minute, and on a successful save, it is immune for 24 hours. Whenever the Eladrin deals damage to the charmed creature, it can remake that saving throw, ending the effect on its success. And then it has magic resistance. The Eladrin has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. I should know that by now, but I apparently don't. Like, I actually had to read that. Hold on, let me do the charge. That way I can hold it better. It has multi-attack, so the Eladrin makes 2 weapon attacks. The Eladrin casts 1 spell in place of one of these attacks, so it knows one of the spells, or any spell for that matter. I mean, it's an Eladrin. It's thousands of years old, probably. It has a longsword and longbow. The longsword is a melee weapon attack, plus 6 to hit. Reach of 5 feet, 1 target only. Average 6, 1d8 plus 2 slashing damage. Or 7, 1d10 plus 2 slashing damage if used with 2 hands, plus 4 average, 1d8 psychic damage. The longbow itself is a ranged weapon attack, plus 7 to hit. 150 to 600 feet, 1 target only. Average of 7 hit points, or 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage, plus 4, 1d8 psychic damage. Now for the Spring Eladrin optional stuff, I did thunder damage for its Phase Step, 2d8 thunder damage and 2d8 psychic damage. Now that's for, you know, when it does a face up, if it goes through a creature, like through creatures at that that's in its line, it'll take that type of damage. I thought that'd be really cool. In general, like for this one, it's like spring. When I think spring, I think of like storms and stuff like that. So I just imagine like a burst of electricity or a loud bang, and then, you know, heat and stuff like that radiating off of where it just came from. And then I gave an ability called Calm Weather, and it says spells dealing with lightning have a 50% chance of failing on a 50 or higher on a D100, so it's like a percentile thing. I know that's like a third edition or 3.5. I think that's something that they do. I really like the idea of doing like chances like that. I don't know why, it's just real fun for me. And it is possible to do it within 5e, so I like implementing stuff like that when I can. Now to get my paper back, because I moved it. I gave it another one called Cursed Mark. Something I didn't do with the Winter Eladrin. I don't think, anyways. But, no, I didn't do it for the Autumn Eladrin, but I did it for the other three. That's my bad. But the Cursed Mark, it's a range of 30 feet, one target only, and that target is vulnerable to thunder damage, but resistant to lightning damage for 1 minute. And it's not necessarily a save. It gives it a resistance, but it gives it a vulnerability too. So say your character has resistance to thunder, but it has standard damage to lightning, and then, you know, it gets regular damage on thunder, but it has resistance to lightning. The Eladrin won't know that you magically have resistance to something or vulnerability, unless it's come across your kind a lot, and your kind has a vulnerability to something like a lycanthrope. Like I'm sure he can figure out who's a fucking lycanthrope, like fairly easily, considering the fact that he's a fey creature. And then gave it an ability called Morning Blossom. I don't know why I called it that, but basically it's within a 15-foot cube of its choice within 60 feet. Any creature within that 15-foot cube takes thunder damage amount of 2d8 on a failed save, and then on a DC 14 dex save, if they pass, half as much, so 1d8. Now that right there is the Spring Eladrin. I was going to basically have my character go off of those stats more or less back and forth. Jeez, I look pasty white all of a sudden. But yeah, that's what I planned on having it do when I was making Ella, I should say. But yeah, that's the Spring Eladrin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please leave a like and subscribe as I bring you more D&D content in the future. Leave a like and subscribe, and please turn on that bell notification button. And yeah, that's really kind of it. Just stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys so much. Leave a like, and you know, comment down below what you guys would like to see from this channel. It really does matter. But yeah, thank you. Really does matter.